Ryan got another meet coming up tomorrow, cross country, and just overall, you guys are having another great year as usual. Camden cross country with a great tradition, and now with the realignment this year, you've got kind of a new rival within the region, and that's Indian Land. And you guys have had a couple of meets together, and it kind of goes back and forth. And as far as that competition, and just tell me a little bit about that, how that rivalry has kind of come up out of nowhere.
Well, our region is pretty small this year, and our only competition is almost pretty much Indian Land. So we've gone back and forth. So far, they've won one over us, we've won one over them. So it's interesting to play out at regions because that'll be the tiebreaker. So.
You guys, obviously, as we said, you're really good, and you're a big part of that. Just tell me a little bit about the guys that you run with, and you know, kind of the camaraderie that you guys have, and what goes into Camden having year after year a really strong cross-country team.
Well, our cross-country team mostly starts at the base. We try to get younger people in every year, and when we work up with our older kids, we try to stay together and make a team sport. It's kind of a weird sport because it's not really like direct team thing. You kind of have to see it and get better times to help your team out, but you don't really see your team as much during it. And we just try to create that team effort and try to push each other and stay with each other during the races to help each other out. It really helped us so far.
Who are some of the other guys that are really doing well this year and, you know, have some of the top times?
We have three of our top guys are pretty good. We have Grant Marie, he's a freshman this year. We have Sam Asinides, he's a sophomore, and Garrett Lawson, he's a junior. They've all got pretty good times. They're up there in the 18s, running really good. So.
And you were telling me that your best time right now, your PR is from last year, but you figure coming up in what, a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, somewhere along there, you kind of figure you'll catch up with that and kind of match that and get better. And is that typically how it happens? You kind of get started during the year?
I'm going to peak towards the end of the year, so I've been trying to get down below 1930, and I'm almost there right now.
As far as the state meet this year, do you feel like, I mean, can you guys make some real noise? Do you feel like if you all put it together and really run well that you guys have got a shot?
Yes, sir. We our coach is always telling us that we expect to get something. So we're expecting to get something good in state, maybe top 10, top 8, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
If we put in the work, then we earn it.
I'm curious because there's a lot of courses around, and as I've covered some cross country this fall, I've heard different runners from different schools talk about where their favorite place is to run. What's your favorite course? Which one do you like the most, and kind of tell me why?
I gotta go with our home course because there's always so many people there cheering us on, and it helps me so much more when I'm on the home course.
So you get a good crowd out of people supporting you when you run?
It helps me a lot.
Oh, that's good. That's good. As far as your personal goals, did you set any time this year that by the end of the season you want to be at that time, and if so, what is it?
Yes, sir. Last year I went under 20, so this year I plan to go under 19, which is like 1850, something around there.
Okay, good. And then you have, of course, another year. You've got your senior year coming up next year, but of course, first things first, got to get it done this year. Tell me real quickly about your coach and kind of how he approaches, you know, you guys training, and tell me all the good things about your coach.
Our coach is Jerry Stokes. He's a really experienced runner. He's run many marathons and told us all about it. It's really interesting. It's kind of a hero figure for us because he's so good at running at his age. He's up there. So it's helping us, and he's always telling us what to do and how to do it. And it's a real encouragement to help us out.
Speaking of marathons, what's the longest race you've ever run?
Me, personally?
Yeah.
10 or 11 miles.
10 or 11 miles. Man, it's a lot of running, man. Well, hey, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming by this morning, and best of luck to you the rest of the way. And we'll be, obviously, when the region meet starts up and then the state, we'll be back over to see how you guys do. So probably talk to you in a month or so.